What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the reaction channel. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great day and or night whenever you're watching this. As you can see, it's Sunday, so that means some Dance Moms content. I'm going to try to put out content every Sunday relating to Dance Moms. Once again, Tuesdays looking like it's going to be World's Strictest Parents because I have a pretty big archive of videos for that. And then Thursdays are going to be for Super Nanny, and we'll sprinkle in some catfish and other things in there. Hope you're doing well, though. Thanks for being here. Make sure to like the video if you do not mind. If you feel nice, we can get 500 likes. I'll just give my dog an extra treat. How about that? Huh? You have the chance to make my dog even happier, and he's already happy. As always, please comment anything throughout the video, anything that tickles your fancy, anything that you think is worth talking about in the video. And please subscribe. You know it. You know we're close. We're like 200 subs away to 20,000. Pretty cool. Let's get that now. I want that number to say 20K. We're so close. Please help me out. It'll mean a lot. Other than that, I've had a pretty good couple days. Although I did get a gender reveal wrong on my stream last night. Gave the wrong gender. Surprise! So if you want to check stuff like that out, come on by to my Twitch, twitch.tv/notryanabe, where I stream 5 days a week, including Dance Moms every Monday, and you will never see me do another gender reveal again. I hope they are buying clothes for a girl and not a boy, like I said, so I blame Amazon. All right, here we go. Maxie Boss. You guys have been loving the Maxie Boss content, as have I. Just a big fan of their content, and that should be no different today, as we are watching a video entitled Why Abby's Former Students Don't Speak to Her. From about 4 years ago. It has 2 million views. Now, I'm pretty sure the answer is because Abby is insane and a gigantically grown child who acts less mature than 9-year-olds. If I had to put on my thinking cap, I would say that is why. But let's find out. Here we go. Maxie Boss. Maxie Boss.
Last year, I made a video analysing Abby's relationships with the moms. Well, there has been a lot of drama between Abby and some of her former dance students as well. Keep in mind that relationships are very complex, so I can only make conclusions based off the evidence and claims that the cast has made public knowledge. Because there's always more to these relationships than the producers cared to show. Feel free to share your thoughts on the following evidence.
Finally about to be on the intro of JoJo Siwa. I am at Season 5, Episode 3 this Monday. So this will be my first time watching an episode with JoJo Siwa in it. I know I'm in for a wild ride. Apparently a lot of people do not like her mother or JoJo. Dream guest on my podcast. So that's going to be fun. I'm excited to catch up to the lore.
First, let's look at Abby and Kalani. When Abby and Kalani first met during Season 2 of Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition,
I need to watch
Abby
that.
was very quickly
Is that
impressed
worth
with
watching?
her dancing. Abby was constantly praising Kalani, and she even used her callback card to bring her back to the show after she was sent home. Abby has also admitted that she told the Joffrey Ballet guest judge to watch Kalani because she was a winner. Kalani actually ended up getting a scholarship, despite not being the winner for that season. After the show...
Should I be watching that? Is that a good show? Is that something I'm missing out on? Let me know. I honestly don't know a lot about it, but if that's something that I need to watch for the lore or just in general, let ya boy know. Maybe I could watch some clips on this channel about it. If you ever see me looking over, it's because it's Football Sunday, and there's always games on. Go Birds.
Finished, Abby invited Kira and Kalani to join Dance Moms for Season 4. For the most part, Abby and Kalani had a very close relationship. Kira has said that although she hates the show, Kalani loves it and loves being trained by Abby.
That's good.
The real turning point in their relationship seemed to occur in Season 7, when the Irreplaceables left the ALDC. While the show usually plays up the drama for the show, it seems like there were actually lots of hurt feelings involved. Both Cheryl Burke and Lorianne Gibson, who worked with the Irreplaceables, have stated publicly that Abby had traumatized them and ruined their confidence.
Traumatized sounds about right. I too am I'm traumatized by Abby. I'm not even a dancer.
What they didn't tell you is that the kids were really traumatized. And the things that they couldn't show. And
Why are they laughing at that? These young kids were traumatized. Hello?
some of it was I was gagging. Wait, she said, what to you, little black
gagging
girl? Oh, no.
According to Kendall in a live stream, Abby insulted them and said that she was done teaching the Irreplaceables.
Abby didn't want to join us. She didn't want to teach us. She was over us. She called us old and washed up.
Old? How old is Kendall here? 14, 15 years old? Imagine being 15 years old and a 50-year-old person calling you old. It's just crazy.
Slugs.
She loves saying slugs.
So we didn't want to work
and what?
And slugs and fat. So we didn't
Abby calling them slugs and fat.
want to work
I don't see an ounce of fat on Kendall's body.
with that anymore.
Not too long after this separation, it seems like Kalani cut contact with Abby. Abby has mentioned herself that although she fought really hard for her on Dance Moms and AUDC, Kalani won't speak to her anymore. Lastly, when she was featured on a billboard for Prom Girl on Santa Monica Boulevard, Kalani shared it excitedly to Instagram.
Yeah, 200,000 likes. Okay, Kalani. What the heck is Prom Girl? Probably a movie.
However, Abby shaded her, saying that she had been on a billboard before, and that
She's such a wild human being. Instead of just being happy that one of your former students is happy and on a billboard, it's like, been there, done that, sweetheart. Oh, she literally said that. I swear to God, I didn't even read that. That's crazy. Literally, been there, done that. That's just the best is yet to. Also, when you're hashtagging your own name as a 50-year-old woman, Abby, like, just stop it. You know, I'm calling you out, Sarah Ashley Hunt, whoever you are. Why are you liking that post? That's a scare. This looks like a horror movie poster, does it not? This is like The Shining. This is like The Whining. Abby's about to complain. That's terrifying. I get. She'll make or break you. To me, this just means that Abby's voice is so loud and shrieky that it'll break glass. What a loser she is.
that it was no big deal.
No big deal.
Next, let's explore Abby and Chloe's relationship. Abby and Chloe had a dysfunctional relationship from the very onset of the show.
The amount of times Abby made Chloe cry is just so embarrassing for Abby.
Christy fought with Abby relentlessly, and as a result, Chloe was treated very, very poorly by Abby. According to Christy, before the show began, Abby would only teach Chloe for 45 minutes a week, so they didn't realise how mean Abby could be. A lot of Abby's issues with Chloe seem to be a result of the fact that Abby dislikes
Chloe's
her
dad? Wow. It's rare to get a dad sighting. It's like seeing a UFO.
family. Even by the time season 2 rolled around, Abby had already publicly mentioned that she disliked Chloe's family. She also added with a smile that since Christy and Chloe were locked in a contract with the producers, she could say anything she wanted to them and they couldn't leave.
That's terrible. It's like they were prisoners.
And we didn't see Abby as much as we did once the show started filming.
Like 45 minutes
we saw
a
her
week.
45 minutes a week.
If I can't throw them out,
Right.
they can't quit.
Right.
So no matter what I say to them, they can't quit. So I just go for it.
She legit held them captive at that point.
Are you talking
But
about?
there's a real place.
No,
it's
you're-
coming from a real place.
You're talking about Kathy.
No,
Who are you talking about?
Christy.
Oh, okay.
When Abby was asked why she treated Chloe poorly, her reply was that Chloe used to be a model student, but then money changed the Lucasiacs.
Money changed Chloe.
Abby has also been outspoken in saying that she doesn't like the way Chloe is being raised by her parents,
Crazy.
and that making money became more important to them than her dance training.
You are their dance teacher. Abby wants so much control. She wants to basically be the mother of all the daughters. That's why she's always putting the mothers down. You are their dance teacher. Okay? You are not their parents. You don't have any say in how they raise their kids, whether you like it or not. And from what I've seen, Chloe has grown up to be a magnificent human being. So I would assume that everything is okay there.
What do you have against Chloe?
Oh, funny you should ask. I don't like the way she's being raised by her parents.
That's
I
crazy.
think it's horrible.
She started at my studio when she was 3.
did everything she was supposed to do and signed every contract and asked every bit of advice and every bit of it, like everyone's opinion and all my faculty as well as myself. But, you know, sometimes money changes.
Sometimes money changes you. You say to somebody, talk about a girl who is 13, 14 years old in this clip. No, it's called she's growing up and doesn't have to listen to you like she used to because she probably wasn't as afraid of you as she used to be.
With all the fights Christy and Abby have had over the years, it's no wonder why Chloe didn't trust Abby.
Right.
Some of the arguments were so heated that they didn't even make it to air, such as when Abby allegedly said she would destroy Chloe, or when Abby
Hold on,
apparently
excuse me?
such as when Abby...
So they didn't show okay, a lot of Christy always, I think, a little on some mommy juice because she's always missing letters and things. So they didn't show the real reason Chloe was crying. Abby screamed a millimeter from her face that she would destroy her.
Bruh.
Telling a child that you would destroy them. That's absolutely out of control, to say the least.
Abby allegedly said she would
It's
destroy
a bully
Chloe,
tactic.
or when Abby apparently told Christy to get on her knees and pray to her.
She got in my face and told me to get on my knees and pray to her. I'm telling you, Abby thinks that she is the greatest human being on earth. It's a typical narcissist. And I know a lot of us watching this know or have known a narcissist where all they care about is themselves. They only love themselves. They can't love other people. And whatever they say matters, even if they're wrong. They can manipulate their own mind to believe that they're right. I also know, I've met a bunch of pathological liars who are also like Abby, where they will lie and they know it's a lie, but they will then twist it to where they just start to believe the lie because in their mind, they're incapable of being wrong. And that's Abby Lee Miller. In her mind, nothing she does is wrong. Even if she is wrong, she will always come up with a reason why she was right. And that's just not a good way to live.
Abby didn't just have issues with Christy, though. She has also called out Chloe's dad multiple times, calling him a slob.
A slob?
Chloe was Junior Miss Dance of America for some organization. The dad
Looks like bumblebees on that mic.
was sitting outside the ballroom and couldn't buy the lousy $45 dinner ticket to go in and watch his child. She had to speak.
Lousy $45 ticket.
What? He sat out in the hallway for a lousy $45. He's a slob. Usually they wear suits and come and say hello,
my
how are
husband
you?
wears a suit and tie every day of his life to work. Thank you.
Maybe it would be nice for Chloe to come out on stage and have her daddy there.
Her daddy is there at times.
I've made a whole episode
Once
about...
again, Abby has no say in that. She doesn't know the family dynamic, nor does she need to. That's just ridiculous. That's her wanting to control Chloe's entire life, not just the dance life. But like I said, she wants to mother these children. It's just weird.
about the many ways that Abby excluded Chloe in Season 4, which will be linked in the description box below. 3. Abby and JoJo.
Uh-oh. See, I don't know anything about this.
While Abby and JoJo are the only ones on this list who still stay in contact.
Not surprised. Honestly, I was about to say, you know what? Isn't JoJo like super incredibly rich? Shocking. Abby is cool with the one person who's incredibly rich and famous still. I'm sure like Maddie and them are still really famous. I'm just saying like,
seem to have maintained a very close relationship.
And she loves those bows.
Their friendship had a really rough beginning and didn't seem to take off until after JoJo reached mega stardom.
There we go. People that are narcissists, they like to control who's beneath them. But when someone is above them and there's nothing they can do about it, and it's like, dude, this person is a superstar, then it's like, I will befriend you so I can get something out of you in return. But if you're beneath them, there's a lot of people in the social media space that's like that. If you have a certain amount of followers or lower, people don't even look your way. But if you have a bunch, oh, I could use you. Come on by. I'm going to be nice to you, blah, blah, blah. You know, and I've seen creators that had 5,000 followers who people were really rude to. Years later, have a couple million. Those same people are like, hey, remember me? It's like, yeah, So that's what Abby's doing here.
Like with Kalani, Abby and JoJo first met during season 2 of Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition. JoJo has been very clear that Abby really didn't like her during this time. Apparently, Abby would try and get the producers to
Abby hitting her with a stick? What?
kick JoJo off the show every episode. There was also a time where JoJo came to set wearing some rings, but Abby stole them and never gave them back.
Stole the rings from a child?
Because she didn't like her.
I always thought you were great at everything, sweetie, even when you were a little kid. Just not. Oh, please!
I'm not gonna lie. JoJo Siwa looks like she's 9 years old there. She's driving. Is that?
Just not your feet.
Richie choreographed for me, and he told me how you tried to get me kicked off every single episode. And I want back my rings that you stole from me on AUDC. It was the second week. It was Lady Gaga week. I had 4 little bow rings. You came up, you made me put my hands, and you took them all off my fingers, and you said they're mine now.
I did?
Oh, she probably sold those. Abby probably sold those on eBay.
I didn't say.
You didn't like me in the beginning.
When JoJo joined the cast of Dance Moms in season 5,
Once again, I know where JoJo gets it from. Her mom looks like a walking disco ball every time she's somewhere.
Abby admitted that she never chose her. She has said that the producers forced her to put JoJo on her team, and that she would have rather had a dancer with better technique.
I didn't bring JoJo in. That producers made me have her.
Well, but
we like her. She's fun, but
the way
that's not. I would have had somebody with amazing feet and beautiful legs.
There were certainly times that weren't aired on the show where Abby was
Her saying amazing feet always makes me just feel weird.
openly mean to JoJo, such as when she took JoJo bows from the girls attending a dance competition, muttering that the bows were not worth the high price that they were sold at.
So, if someone wants to spend $16.99 on a piece of merch, that's outrageous. But if someone doesn't want to spend $45 on a meal ticket, that is just a lousy price. Like, make it make sense.
Abby has also criticized Jesselyn, saying that she let JoJo slack off
She's not worried about JoJo being a dancer. She's worried about JoJo being a star.
and was more concerned about making JoJo a star than making her a better dancer. Since she left, JoJo's fame
Look at that outfit. JoJo looks like she's an LMFAO. About to be in the Party Rock anthem. See, I don't know how to match, but I'll tell you what.
grew rapidly, and now she's one of the most famous and wealthy Gen
Look
Z
at that Look at that house.
celebrities ever. She seems very appreciative of everything Dance Moms has done for her, and had nothing but positive things.
Also, how does it when you tuck your hair back as slick as she does all the time? Does that not recede your hairline? And also, does that not hurt? I feel like that's got to. Wow, look at that. She's got the. Okay. Is it not a little bit weird that JoJo Siwa has a pillow with her own face on it? I'm trying not to be judgmental, but like the dog, fine. But like that's sleeping on your own face to me. It just seems a little bit bizarre.
To say about her experience. After Abby was released from prison and
Abby
fought
eating
against cancer
popcorn in a hospital bed.
2018, JoJo visited Abby in hospital with her mum. Since then, they have made several videos together.
Of course they
including Abby
did.
teaching JoJo how to drive and giving her a private dance lesson.
Because JoJo's successful.
JoJo also decided to return for an episode of Season 8, where the new cast recreated some of her iconic solos. During this week, Abby admitted that she never thought
I mean, man, I'll tell you what. That is just she's dressed like Bret Hart, the wrestler back in the day. That is just truly, but you know what? I'll say this about JoJo. She knows how to market herself. Because I'm guaranteeing you she sold these bows and she probably sold these glasses. And I used to see them all the time. You'd pass a store, you'd see JoJo's face. So, you know, you can't knock her for her marketing skills, but she kind of looks like Elton John or someone trying to be Elton John for Halloween.
she would do a JoJo tribute week.
Did you ever think you would be doing a JoJo tribute week? No.
And Abby is as tan as a human being could be in this.
Following her appearance on the show, JoJo invited the Season 8 cast to perform alongside her at her concert. Abby is now very close to the Siwas.
Yep.
After all, she spent Thanksgiving and Christmas at their house.
That's creepy, I'm sorry.
Despite her early resentment towards JoJo, Abby has changed her tune, calling her a hard worker and applauding her for hitting the children's market at the right time. She also said that JoJo was smart for trying to make as much money as possible while she's still young. Also said that JoJo
If I could go back in time and work until I was 18 and never have to work
was smart
again.
for trying to make as much money as possible while she's still young.
Are you kidding me? That's the way to do it. Yeah, well, of course.
However, this is contrary to the way she criticized Chloe for doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Case number
It's because Chloe wasn't as successful as JoJo. So in Abby's eyes, she is beneath them. They are beneath her, and they are failures.
4. Abby and Mackenzie. Abby and Mackenzie used to have a very special relationship. Abby had a soft spot for Mackenzie, and they both made each other cry in a good way. Abby even referred to Mackenzie as her daughter.
That's just so weird. That's just such a weird thing to say about someone.
The season 3 Nationals episode.
Coaching while at competition?
Yes, I'm coaching my daughter.
That's so weird.
Coaching your daughter? I share my daughters with her.
And then Melissa just makes it even worse. She's such a teacher's pet. Instead of being like, I don't know about that, Abby. I share my daughter. Yeah, we're co-parents. Like, dude, just for once, have a backbone. That's so weird.
So let's look at what happened, because this is certainly not the case anymore. Last New Year's Eve, Abby complained on an Instagram story that she personally invested into Mackenzie's first music video, and yet received none of the profits. She also claimed that she helped Mackenzie produce her video for Christmas all year long, while Melissa was out of state. In 2017, just 12 days after Abby wished Mackenzie a happy birthday on Instagram, their relationship was completely changed. On this day, Mackenzie was sued by Kismet Music, who produced all the music she made under the name Maxie. She was
Maxie Boss. Wait, she was sued?
Sued because she allegedly didn't fulfill her contractual obligations, and she worked with an outside producer when she recorded the song Day and Night with Johnny Orlando.
Oh, that song blew up. I listened to that song on stream. Wow.
She and Melissa got Abby involved in it by claiming that she pressured them into signing the contract in the first place, and that they were promised more than they actually received. According to Abby, Melissa sent her husband Greg to go to court.
Abby, my partner sued them and won. She's so proud to sue a child.
And he wasn't really aware of what was going on. While Abby was in prison, she, or someone representing her, wrote a tweet asking if justice sells vapes. This occurred right after footage of Mackenzie vaping surfaced online, and also while Mackenzie was a brand
Do you sell vapes now? Grown woman.
ambassador for the clothing company Justice. Abby also publicly stated that she disapproves of some of her students' immodest pictures.
I'm very modest, and I like my students to be sweet and nice and really wholesome.
Right.
So some of the pictures they put out, I don't approve, but I'm not with them anymore. Like, they've all...
Correct. You have no control over them. You have no control. She hates that. She just wants control.
Disown me.
While she could certainly be referring to other students too, Mackenzie is one of the former Dance Moms stars who receives the most criticism for her risque posts on
Close them legs. You look drunk.
social media.
It's so weird to say to somebody underage, number one.
Podcast interview, Mackenzie said that she thought Abby's obsession with Maddie was weird.
Yeah.
So let's explore our last
'Cause it
relationship,
was.
Abby and Maddie. When she was on the show, Abby considered Maddie to be her favorite. She would fight for her to do the solos each week and praise her endlessly on social media.
Good Maddie face right there.
The Zieglers also defended Abby staunchly in public. Melissa has even suggested that Abby was forced to yell at the girls by the producers, and that she didn't want to do it anymore.
I heard her screaming on the phone and said to someone,
Those headphones look so funny on Mackenzie's head. It's like cupping her entire head.
probably a producer. It just seemed that she goes, I'm sick of yelling at these kids. I just don't want to do it anymore. And she was like crying and
Wow.
saying it. And she said she has a big heart.
Oh my God, Melissa, shut up.
Shut up!
At a meet and greet in Ireland, Abby gushed about Maddie and about how hardworking she was compared to the Lacasiacs and the Highlands. What I find interesting are the humongous expectations she has for kids doing an extracurricular activity. And I guess she admires Maddie for living up to these expectations.
See what they are. Expectations. Know your history. Watch movies that have nothing else going on but your activity. So, if you're a child or a teenager, you cannot watch The Avengers because there's no dancing in it. Be passionate. Do extracurriculars with it. So, yes, Don't do anything involving school. It has to involve dance. Review what you did the day before. Be dressed appropriately. Be prepared. Go early. Be there 30 minutes before you're supposed to. It's like she's a drill sergeant.
Her activity. And I guess she admires Maddie for living up to these expectations. On the 28th of July 2016, Abby used Maddie's image to promote a silks class, telling everyone that Maddie would be at the ALDC LA to teach it. This happened to be the same day that Maddie and Mackenzie were scheduled to go to the Teen Choice Awards pre-party, and so she never showed up. Apparently, people felt misled and ripped off when Maddie wasn't there. People have speculated that Melissa got lawyers involved because Abby's promotions were damaging Maddie's professional reputation.
I guarantee you that Abby definitely did that, knowing that Maddie wouldn't be there, just so she can make extra money and sell extra tickets. And I bet it worked.
Sudden deterioration in their relationship, and also why Abby couldn't use their name.
I mean, Abby needs to get away from the tanner, man. Every time I see new videos of Abby, she's just like 35 times tanner than normal. Just enough's enough, Abby.
Anymore. At first, Abby seemed quite sad about the way her relationship with Maddie ended. She admitted in an interview that she wishes she was still part of Maddie's life.
Yeah, of course you do.
So you don't. Now I wish I was still involved in Maddie's life because I feel like
you still wish you were.
I wanted her success as much as possible. Like I wanted her to be a star, and I knew that she had that potential from a very young age.
She also continued to post about how she loved Maddie on social media, even as late as during January of 2017.
That's the Abby face. I'm telling you, the YouTuber face.
However, this sadness quickly turned to anger. Recently, Abby has been calling Maddie out on social media, where she has made fun of Maddie's sickled feet in an image from when she was a toddler.
It's just so weird.
As well as mocking her for the way her feet were positioned in a recent photograph. Maddie posted a tweet in a now deleted post, where she said that it's a shame
when people won't leave you alone and your name keeps coming out of their mouth. Talk your stuff, Maddie.
People can't stop talking about you. As you can see, the drama that happened both on and
Once
off
again,
the
I'm going to look up something here. That was 2019. Right, how old was Maddie then? She's 21 now. So she was what? 16, 17? 16 or 17 years old, having to subtweet a 50-year-old woman. Right, let's do some more. How old's Abby? She's got to be 50s. Right? Abby is 58. So Abby, in her 50s, you have to yell at a 50-year-old woman. That's just outrageous.
Show has had a severe impact on the relationships between Abby and her dancers. While we don't necessarily know everything that happened between them, even the situations we do know about make the cut-off relationships understandable. So what do you guys think?
I think Abby's insane.
Do you think that it's understandable for these cast members to stop talking to Abby?
Yes.
Or do you think they should show more appreciation for her training?
No.
Let me know in the comments below.
Another great Maxie Boss video. Let me know in the comments below. No, I think it's good that they got away from her. Abby wanted them in her grasp. And once they started evading her grasp, and Abby saw them growing up and doing other things, other ventures with other people, she would get jealous. She had to be a part of every piece of every pie. Right? And if she wasn't involved in any way, it was, it was a sabotage at Abby. Because I made you. It's like, these are self-fulfilling human beings as well. So, it serves her right that none of these people care about her anymore. And I'm glad, honestly. I'm glad they seem to, besides JoJo, it seems like they've all moved on to other things. And that's what life's about. Not everything works out. Not everything, you can't have the same friendships or the same relationships as you've had forever. That's okay. It's life. And in this case, it's better off that way. So let me know what you think. A lot of stuff to talk about in this video. Would love to see 100 comments because I read them like the morning paper when I wake up. So it gives me something to do. I just scroll. It's fun, you know. Let's see if once again if we can hit 500 likes. 500 likes on this video. If we hit that, I will give I'll give my dog 2 extra pepperoni treats. Okay, I was going to initially say I'll give him a treat for every like. Then he would explode. He's 25 pounds, but I'll give him 2 pepperoni sticks. Okay. then if you're still here, please think about subscribing. Please, please, please. It would mean a lot. Okay, I really want to hit 20K. I've said enough, but we're so close. And then, every Monday, I'm on Twitch watching Dance Moms. So come on by. And then, like I said, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, I'm on at night. I'm not usually on during the day, but I'm on at night. So it's nighttime on the East Coast or past 6 or 7 or so on the West Coast. There's a good chance that I'm on one of those days. And if you're chilling, have nothing to do, get to talk to me one-on-one, have some fun, make some jokes, come on, be involved in the community. Very welcoming place. We'd love to have you over there. It would be great. Because I don't make money on a bunch of these videos. A lot of times they get claimed. That's okay. But Twitch is my primary source of income. So come support me on there. Even just a follow can go a long way on Twitch. And it's free to follow. All right, that's it. I appreciate you. Hope you have a great rest of your day or night whenever you're watching this. I will talk to you guys very soon right here on Ryan's Average Reactions. Peace.